is at the Dangerous Ideas Festival to talk about his own experiences, him being a speechwriter for George W. Bush, advocating for water torture, and also the physical and mental sides of torture. I hope you enjoy. Is torture essential?
I know I don't think it is, and I don't believe in torture. When I was asked to write President Bush's speech revealing the CIA interrogation program, if I had been asked to write a speech defending actual torture, pulling off of fingernails, drilling people with teeth without Novocaine, electric shots, cattle prods, hot irons, that sort of thing, I would have resigned. I don't think that torture is essential. I don't think it's necessary. What we did in the Bush administration was we set up a program that had strict guidelines. We drew lines in the sand over what was legal and what was not. People can disagree over whether or not those techniques crossed were the ones we should have approved, but we were very careful to make sure we didn't cross the line into torture.
What's the difference in between mental and physical torture?
That's a very interesting question. The law bars severe physical, mental pain and suffering. So mental torture, again, it has to be severe in order to rise to the level of torture, and two, it has to have long-lasting effect. So, for example, sleep deprivation was a technique that was used. And in the course of examining sleep deprivation, there are medical studies that have actually been done as to how long a person can go without sleep before they start to suffer lasting psychological damage of some kind. And so they designed a sleep deprivation program that stayed well within the medically understood guidelines of what would cause that. Now, one of the things that they also included in those reports that were released were they said that there were medical supervision to make sure that different people respond to different stress stimuli differently. They were medically supervised, and if the detainees who were undergoing sleep deprivation began to show signs of self-destructive behavior or to hallucinate in some way, they cut it off. What's one of the reasons why releasing that document is so damaging is that allows the terrorists to train against sleep deprivation, because if you know that, then how do you train terrorists to resist sleep deprivation? You tell them to fake hallucinations and engage in self-destructive behavior. So by releasing all this information, they've actually made it harder to effectively interrogate the terrorists without using the more coercive techniques, and given them a way to defeat the techniques.
And when does a dangerous idea become dangerous?
I think a dangerous idea becomes dangerous when it puts people's lives at risk. And I think the dangerous idea is not using these techniques, it's eliminating them. Because it is absolutely documented that terrorist attacks, imminent terrorist attacks were stopped, and cells that were planning to carry out terrorist attacks were stopped as a result of this. And so to eliminate a program that was probably the most successful program in the history of the CIA and protecting innocent lives, I think that's a dangerous idea.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. Thank
All
you
right.
very much.